Big match plans for Braun Strowman and Lars Sullivan, Finn Balor on his broken jaw surgery, Mustafa Ali speaks out on why Retribution did not appear Monday night on Raw, and Cody discusses a potential New Japan and AEW relationship. All that and more on today's edition of Wrestling News. Lars Sullivan has certainly been making the headlines since he returned to WWE last Friday night on SmackDown. The WWE superstar is accused of harassing a female over Instagram in recent months in screenshots that came out over the past weekend. But it would appear that there are big plans in place for Lars Sullivan in the WWE. Dave Meltzer revealed on a latest edition of Wrestling Observer Radio that there are plans in place for a Lars Sullivan vs Braun Strowman feud sometime down the line. Meltzer said, quote, "But there's got to be a destination. I mean, it's Strowman in a year, but not yet," end quote. So we'll have to wait and see if we're going to see Braun Strowman or Lars Sullivan. Is Lars Sullivan even going to be with the company in a year's time though? We'll have to wait and see. In other news, AEW Vice President Cody has discussed a potential relationship between AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling. Speaking to the Asbury Press, Cody had a few interesting things to say about a potential relationship between the two promotions. He said, quote, "I think you'll never see a full-scale, like jointed promoted show between AEW and another promotion. We have too much pride in our individual brand, but in terms of the relationships, we're never closing the doors and we're never going to pull up the bridges. I laughed when I heard people talking about a working relationship with New Japan because it clearly already exists. Jon Moxley has been on New Japan, Chris Jericho has been on New Japan. It already exists, the working relationship. The NWA, Billy and Tony Khan are in contact. Thunder Rosa's the prime example of that. I love seeing Tanahashi on TV last week. He's somebody I really wanted to get in the ring with one time as far as singles and never got the opportunity. And who knows, that might be something that can happen in the future, but our doors are open, our bridges are down," end quote. So we'll have to wait and see if we do see a relationship between New Japan and AEW. It's certainly something a lot of fans want to see between both promotions. Current NXT champion Finn Balor has revealed that he underwent surgery on his broken jaw recently. Balor suffered the injury at NXT TakeOver 31 in his NXT Championship defense against Kyle O'Reilly. There is no exact timetable on the return of Finn Balor or the severity of the injury, and NXT has yet to comment on the status of the NXT Championship. Balor released the news of his surgery with a post on social media, tweeting out, quote, "Recovering from a successful surgery with Dr. Patel, Dr. Endigorosa, and nurse at VE Rockstar." NXT has been hit with the injury bug recently, with three top superstars going down with injury. Of course, former NXT champion Karrion Kross had to vacate the NXT Championship only a few days after winning the championship at NXT TakeOver 30. Finn Balor has now sustained a broken jaw, and his opponent Kyle O'Reilly also suffered injuries during their NXT TakeOver 31 match. NXT commented that Kyle O'Reilly sustained multiple contusions and a swollen liver after his match against the current NXT champion. So it looks like the NXT Championship picture has been hit with the injury bug, but we'll have to wait and see on the status of the NXT Championship. And finally, after getting his segment cut this past week on Monday Night Raw, Mustafa Ali has commented on why his segment was removed from Monday Night Raw. Ali shocked the WWE Universe several weeks ago when he was revealed as the leader of Retribution and was scheduled to comment on the revelation of his leadership this week. However, the segment did not take place, and the segment was pulled from Monday's episode on the USA Network. Taking to social media, Ali tried to inform fans of why the segment did not take place. He posted, quote, "Truth awaits for no one but me." He then followed that up with another tweet that said, quote, "I've waited years to speak my truth. Now you are going to wait to hear it. Until then, a reminder, #Retribution," and then tagged all the members of Retribution. Finally, he posted out another tweet that said, quote, "Do you not like it when something is promised and then taken away with no explanation? Funny feeling, isn't it?" This, of course, was in response to a fan that was questioning why the segment was pulled. So that's all of the news stories today on Wrestle News 365. Be sure to like the video if you have enjoyed this. Be sure to subscribe also. We're only 25 subscribers away right now from that magic 1,000 number. So if you haven't already, please do subscribe and hit that notification bell for any updates for future videos. Thank you very much for watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today. And I'll speak to you again very, very soon. Hey guys, thank you for watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today. Be sure to click on the video on the right there to watch our next video, or click the bottom there to subscribe, or the bottom right hand corner. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again very soon.